In this video, I will be explaining you how a Java application can interact with your databases and what are the types of drivers we have in Java. We can think a database as another device which is attached onto your computer. So for interacting with the database, we need to have a special application attached to your Java. We call it as your driver. And because I use this driver in Java, we call it as a Java drivers. So I can also say them as APIs by which we are going to interact with your databases using your Java applications. So first of all, we'll see what is the architecture behind the interaction of your databases. So now I can see I have a small diagram here. Where I have a small application. We call it as a Java application. Your Java application will interact with an API, and this API stands for Application Programming Interface. And this API is for JDBC, where your JDBC stands for Java Database Connectivity. And your Java Database Connectivity API is going to interact with the drivers of your database. And with the help of those drivers, we are going to interact with the different databases which are available on your computer. We can have the databases like MS Access, SQL Server, DB2, Informix, MySQL, Sybase, and etc. And every database will have its own driver associated with it. And unless we use the driver, I cannot interact with that database. So altogether, we are going to have 4 types of drivers. We call them as my JDBC drivers, and we name them as type 1 driver, type 2 driver, type 3 driver, and type 4 driver. And we name your type 1 driver as JDBC ODBC driver. And we call type 2 driver as native API. Third name and the third driver is JDBC network driver. And the fourth driver is a pure Java driver. So by using these drivers, we are going to interact with your databases. So now we'll see what is the structure and what we can do with all these drivers. And we understand the components which are there in these drivers. And coming to type 1 driver, it translates our JDBC instructions into ODBC statements. And it uses Windows ODBC built-in drivers by which it is going to interact with your databases. And the name of the driver we are going to use as type 1 driver is sun.jdbc.odbc.jdbc ODBC driver. And this driver is only available till Java 2.0. But now we are in the world of Java 14. And unfortunately, we cannot use this driver to access your databases. And if I see the architecture of this type 1 driver, I have a client here which is called as my Java program, and we have the statements there as a part of my Java program. And this Java program is going to use the driver called JDBC ODBC driver. And if I use this driver, the client should contain the vendor library. The client should contain these drivers on the computer which would like to interact with your database. And it is going to translate these statements into ODBC statements. And with the help of these ODBC statements, we are going to interact with your databases. And if I use this ODBC concept, or your JDBC ODBC concepts, we take some time to translate the statements of your Java JDBC statements into ODBC statement. So we say that type 1 driver is going to take more time, or it is less efficient in interacting with your databases. And coming on to type 2 driver, and this type 2 driver converts your JDBC program to JDBC vendor native SQL calls. Again, it is also been it is also uh, it also going to do the same thing which was being done earlier by your type 1 driver, which requires the installation of the driver on the client itself. And if I see the architecture there, I have the client, which is my Java program, and I use your JDBC API. And on the client, we need to have the libraries which need to be installed on the client so that I can interact with your databases. And because the disadvantage of this driver is, unless we use this vendor library installed on the client, your Java program or your client cannot interact with your databases. And coming to your type 3 driver, your type 3 driver is going to translate, or it is going to convert your JDBC statements into DBMS independent network protocol statements. And all these statements are independent statements. And this driver is going to use a middleware, and the middleware which is being used in this driver are named as Jacquard, DB Anywhere, and SQL Link, etc. And so by using this middleware, your driver is going to interact with your database. And we can say that this driver is flexible when compared to your type 1 driver and type 2 driver, and it is designed and developed by your Java application. And if you understand the architecture here, I have the client, and where we are going to call it as my Java application, which is using your JDBC, we call it as my tier 1. And this application now is going to interact with your vendor middleware. As I said earlier, we are going to have some middlewares. So your Java application is going to interact with your middlewares like Jacquard. And with the help of this middleware, we are going to interact with your databases. Now we call these databases as your tier 3 application. It is about your type 3 driver. And coming on to your type 4 driver, the advantage of this driver is your JDBC is going to convert your statements directly into the native API statements of the databases we use. In other words, it doesn't need any translator, or it doesn't need any intermediate application so that I can interact with your databases. And it is all being done by the JVM, and directly your JVM is going to interact with your database engine so that it is going to perform the operations on your database engine. And if I see the architecture of type 4 driver, I have the client here. The client is going to implement your JDBC program, and your JDBC program is going to directly interact with your databases so that I can perform the operations on the databases, and I can extract the database, and I can extract the data from the database onto my Java program. Then I would like to explain which driver should be used when. If you are accessing one type of database such as Oracle, Sybase, IBM, or MySQL, we prefer using type 4 driver. And if your Java application is accessing multiple types of databases at the same time, then we use type 3. And your type 2 driver are useful in the situations where type 3, type 4 driver is not available yet for your database, and type 1 driver is not considered as a deployment level driver and is typically used for development and testing purposes. Thank you.